Good morning, you're listening to Shivangi, your news anchor from Lavapara Media. Here we bring you latest updated news of 23rd June from around the world. The World Health Organization has reported the largest single day increase in the novel coronavirus cases by its count at more than 183,000 new cases in the last 24 hours. It said Brazil led the way with 54,771 cases tallied and the US next at 36,617. Over 15,400 came in India. India's decision not to endorse China's ambitious Belt and Road Initiative in the Shanghai Cooperation Organization poses no threat to the bloc, as its structure is democratic enough to allow a member country to opt out of projects backed by others. Its General Secretary Vladimir Norov said. Beijing-headquartered Shanghai Cooperation Organization is an 8-member economic and security bloc. In a wide-ranging interview with PTI, Norov, who is also a former foreign minister of Uzbekistan, addressed issues related to India's role in the bloc, which is focused on the economic and security-related issues, including the joint cooperation to counter terrorism. 2 people were killed and 7 others were wounded in a shooting in North Carolina's largest city, police said. Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Deputy Chief Johnny Jennings said that 5 other people were hit by vehicles after the shooting. Police responding to a call of a pedestrian hit found hundreds of people in the streets, Jennings said. He said there was evidence of multiple shooters. Khari Saadullah, 25, has been arrested under the UK's Terrorism Act after the deadly incident in a busy park in the southern English city of Reading on Saturday evening was declared a terrorist attack by counter-terror officials. The Libyan asylum seeker currently in custody in relation to the knife rampage in a British park that killed 3 people was known to the MI5 intelligence service, UK media reports said on Monday. The refugee who arrived in Britain from war-torn Libya in 2012 had been on the radar of security spies as they monitored him for suspected extremist activities. North Korea said it has readied thousands of balloons and millions of leaflets in preparation for retaliatory punishment against South Korea. More than 3,000 balloons of various types capable of scattering leaflets deep inside South Korea have been prepared along with other means of distribution, a news agency said. The American Museum of Natural History will remove a prominent statue of Theodore Roosevelt from its entrance after years of objections that it symbolizes colonial expansion and racial discrimination, Mayor Bill de Blasio said on Sunday. The museum's president, Ellen Futter, said that the museum's community has been profoundly moved by the ever-widening movement for racial justice that has emerged after the killing of George Floyd. Germany's coronavirus reproduction rate jumps, indicating rising contagion. The rise brings with it the possibility of renewed restrictions on activity in Europe's largest economy, a blow to a country that so far had widely been seen as successful in curbing the coronavirus spread and keeping the death toll relatively low. China reported 18 new coronavirus cases on Sunday. Of these 18, 9 cases were recorded in Beijing. Australian officials warn against travel to new coronavirus hotspots as Victoria, state of which Melbourne is the capital, has recorded double-digit rises in new COVID-19 infections, accounting for nearly 90% of the 126 cases detected nationally over the past week. The Sri Lankan police has ordered a probe into an alleged statement by former Liberation Tigers of Tamil Eelam deputy leader Karuna Aman, claiming that he had murdered over 2,000 security forces on behalf of the Tamil separatist group, the government said on Monday. The acting police chief, Chandana Wickremaratne, has directed the Crime Investigation Department to launch an immediate probe into Aman's statement, according to a press statement issued by the Ministry of Defense. I, Shivangi, will come with new updates tomorrow. Stay tuned with us. Have a great day ahead. Thank you.